I have figured out James Gunn's plans for his DCU. Now, I have to warn you guys, there's going to be some spoilers in here, so if you don't want to know, just turn away. Go watch one of my other videos, but if you do want to know, you're going to watch to the very end, because I'm going to explain as to how we're going to get a Batman in the DCU while we still have Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm also going to explain as to why Superman Legacy is called Superman Legacy. Enjoy. So this is the lineup for the DC movies going forward. As you can tell, the top row, it's DC movies that have already been made, right? This is pre-James Gunn. The bottom row, these are what they're calling like Elseworlds DC movies that are not connected to the middle row, which is James Gunn's DCU. These are going to be all the movies that are connected and leading up towards a big event. And the first chapter is called Gods and Men. So this is it. And I was looking at this lineup and a few things didn't make sense, right? How is it that we're going to get two Batmans? And why is Superman called Superman Legacy? But I have figured it out, and I think James Gunn has been telling us this entire time. Now, I am hoping I'm not right, but I'm pretty sure I am. I am right about this. Then that means that they're going to do Superman dirty. Because let's look at the title, right? Can we zoom in on this? Let's look at the title. Superman Legacy. Legacy. Whose legacy? Superman's legacy? Why are we talking about Superman's legacy? You know what I mean? Like, why is this movie going to be about Superman's legacy? It doesn't make any sense. This is like the first movie that's going to come out in the DCU, and we're getting Superman's legacy. So I have a theory on this, and I know exactly why it's called Legacy, okay? And it's very simple. Because if we look back at the other tweets by James Gunn, he has the Superman All-Star Series, which this was a limited series. It came out maybe 15 years ago. I actually have all these first editions. And the story is pretty much about an established Superman protecting the world, and ultimately he is dying. He is dying because he has absorbed too much solar radiation. And the comic book ends pretty much with Superman sacrificing himself to save the world. So that tells me that in Superman Legacy, James Gunn is planning to kill off Superman, which explains quite a bit, actually, because if we remember James Gunn's earlier tweets when it was first announced that he was going to take over DC, he was posting a lot of stuff from Justice League Kingdom Come. And in Justice League Kingdom Come, there is a new flock of superheroes that are inspired by classical superheroes like Superman. So what I'm thinking here is, I'm thinking that he is going to kill off Superman in the first movie, in Superman Legacy. He's going to kill him off, and this is going to inspire other superheroes to come out of the woodwork, and one of which is going to be Superwoman, Supergirl. And that is why the movie is called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, because she is going to be James Gunn's Superman in his version of the DCU. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it all means. And now when it comes to the Batman movie, I have another theory on that. When it comes to the Batman movie is going to be called The Brave and the Bold, and it's going to be pretty much Batman and his son, Damian Wayne. That is the fourth Robin, the fourth main Robin, right? First being Dick Grayson, second being Jason Todd, then Tim Drake, and the fourth being Damian Wayne, who is his biological son with Talia al Ghul. This is going to be great. I don't have a problem with this, but what I'm concerned about is that in this movie, apparently we're getting an older Batman, and we might get an older Damian Wayne who takes over as Batman. So this is I'm a little concerned. And now Damian Wayne does become Batman in the future. Let me see if I can pull that up. So this is Damian Wayne. That's his costume. It's kind of like a trench coat type thing he has going on. And actually, I really do like it. And he's a more violent, more menacing Batman that takes over after the death of his father, Bruce Wayne. And I suspect that maybe that's what it's going to lead into, because you have to remember, there's already a Batman in DC, right? Robert Pattinson's Batman. And I know that's an Elseworld, that's not really canon, but I don't see them having two Bruce Wayne Batmans. I just don't see that happening. That's going to be confusing. Now, if you have a Damian Wayne Batman, right, in the DCU, and you also have a Bruce Wayne Batman in the Elseworld, that, you know, I just don't see them telling the same story twice. I don't see them telling the same story of two Bruce Waynes, you know? Like, it's going to be confusing. Like, why? But if you have a Damian Wayne Batman, possibly a Batman Beyond type of thing that they will go with in this new DCU Justice League type of thing with a new, and you know, and you won't have Superman, you'll have Supergirl, Superwoman, because they're going to kill off Superman in Superman Legacy. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do. I think that is what's going to happen. But you guys be sure to let me know down in the comments. Let me know, do you think I'm right? I literally woke up this morning and this was the first thing on my mind because I have been just trying to wrap my head around as to why they are calling this movie Superman Legacy. I mean, why would they call it that? Unless it's because it's going to be a movie about Superman's legacy after he dies. Don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.